views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you amazing, fabulous, incredible, magnificent, so very loved by yourself and everyone, and incredibly sexy people. Hi, good morning. Are you feeling challenged? Feeling challenged a little bit? My goodness, what is going on in this world? Challenge, 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 and with challenge comes opportunity. You know that. So, we're all in a place where we get to choose our perception of what's going on. Is it an opportunity which allows you to move into the perspective of power, or is it fearful stuff happening that you can't do anything about, which allows you to move into or stay into the victim place again? So I ask you, which feels better, power or victimness? Because you want to feel into whatever it is you want to create. So where are we living? Where are we living within ourselves? And I've got some important information for you because I, like all of you, it's a challenge. It is a challenge to stay balanced. It is a challenge to stay up. And we've been doing the work we've been doing for the very purpose of being able to hold our focus and our balance through these challenges. So I don't know if there's anybody out there that believes in entities, like negative entities attacking you. I don't think I believe them. I don't think I have that belief, because I know that everything is energy. And energy can be directed into a positive, what we call a positive or negative state. But the channel, if you listen to the last show, and if you didn't, go listen to it, keeps hammering us over the head that we're just trying too hard. We're struggling to be happy. When I say it in those terms, does that make any sense to you at all? We're struggling to be happy. It's an oxymoron. So my friend and I, my very, very close friend and I, were in this discussion about entities and feeling like entities were attacking her. And so I wanted to know what was behind that energy, whatever term you put on it, bummer mood, depression, negative entities, whatever, okay, altered ego, they're giving me altered ego, that part of us that fights against ourselves. All right, so this is the information they gave me. That we have to keep our hearts open. And there is a battle going on between keeping our hearts open versus the integration of all our energy into divine love. Now, it's hard to integrate all of who we are into love if we're judging ourselves. So I want you to stop right now and ask yourself, where are you judging yourself? Where are you thinking you should be better, that you're not making it, that you shouldn't have had that thought. You shouldn't have done that action. Gosh, I wish I hadn't done this in my life. I want you to start bringing those things to the surface for this show. Because what if I told you that there was no need for redemption? There's even not any need for the word redemption, because everything in embodiment, everything in energy, they're saying, is simply an exploration of energy. What happens with energy if I do this? What happens with energy if I do that? We've all been saints, we've all been sinners, we've all been murderers, we've all been the people who have tried to save the murderer, we've all been the murderees. We've experienced it all, guys. It's an exploration into energy. So there's nothing that you need to fret and worry and focus on regarding, I wish I was a better person. Because that's the very thing that's keeping our hearts from consistently staying open. And if your hearts are not consistently staying open, it's because we're in fear of seeing who we really are, which is self-judgment. Oh my gosh, if I keep my heart open, I'm really going to see how I'm not matching up. I mean, like the series that I'm doing right now. It's very difficult things for me going on the set sometimes. And I'm not happy with myself that I'm not handling it in the happiest way that I could. So what happens as I'm going to work, I shut my heart down. Way that I'm not going to be able to handle and react to things in the positive, joyful way that I want to choose to do that I want to successfully, physically do that. So I want you to be open today to looking at who you really are and looking where you love you and where you don't love you and where you're judging you, and open your heart anyway. I want to practice today with you the art of self-acceptance. Okay? So we're coming together and we are claiming that all of me and all energy remembers and chooses to always remember how magnificent and awesome I am. And so it is. That's our focus, our claim, our direction for today. Okay, our next webinar is going to be on August 30th around making the plan for your life. It's going to extend way beyond, they're telling me, what the title is, but that's our key in, making a plan for your life. And right now, the most important plan for your life is living with an open heart. I swear to God, they did not put that together for me until just now. If you're joining us for the first time, when I say they, that's an old word that I shouldn't be using anymore, but it references all of the energy that I channel, which my channel has told us is God, because God is all thought, all possibility, everything, every piece of energy that exists is God, and we're holding the intention of channeling the very highest information with the highest knowledge possible. So we're claiming that for the show for all of us. So our chakras are open, spinning in the right direction. Our hara line is straight, strong, and through the ID point. Our heart is open, merged with our whole brain. Our pituitary and pineal glands are open, receiving all the light and all the knowledge. And we are in focus and in alignment with the divine energy of love. So it is. Okay. We be going, oh yes, the webinar, if you want to sign up, it's on the last e-blast. There's going to be some exploration into some conservative versus liberal coming up because it's extending further out much more than the political arena that's going on right now. Want to invite you to visit, order, get for someone you love the most powerful little bear on the planet, Mr. Bapalopoulos, little teddy bear whose sole purpose on this earth is to teach all of us to love ourselves. All right, we are going to the calls, and we're going to start with Miss Laura in Ohio. Hi, baby cakes, you're on.
Hi. Thanks for taking the call.
Of course. So what can we do for you, Laura?
I'd like if you see something positive come for us in terms of finances. I was wondering.
Okay, how long have you been with the show? How long have you been listening to my work, Laura?
Oh, just today. I found it today.
Okay, well, good. Well, first of all, welcome.
Yes.
We're happy to have you. We're a very powerful community. But I am not a psychic. I am a clairaudient channel that gets information. So I can give you what is in your way. Since we're the creators of our own energy on this plane, we get to choose, right, what to do with our energy. I can give you what's in your way of creating your finances. And the first thing that I'm hearing is you don't love money. So I'm from Kansas, Laura, and I know some of the messages we good Midwestern people get about making a lot of money. So what did your mom teach you about making a lot of money, baby?
She was telling me to work hard.
Okay. Well, do you want to hold on to that belief that you have to work really hard for money?
I don't know, I guess. I haven't seen any other way.
Well, you haven't seen any other way, Laura, because you have the belief that you have to work hard. But you see, this is what we're talking about when we're talking about integrating ourselves. There's a big part of you that doesn't want to have to work hard. Do you know that? You're tired of working hard. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. So I want to see I want you to understand how you're fighting yourself around the very thing you want. Part of you is saying, I want more money. And the other part of you is saying, but you have to work really hard for money and you don't want to work hard anymore. So that leaves us with, can you today just open yourself to the belief that money can come to you easily and effortlessly?
Yes.
Because that is the biggest thing you can do to start creating money and to start feeling good about money. So what's something you really love in your life that makes you joyful? Like a pet or a child or a grandbaby or a beautiful place you visited?
Yeah, my family. I can say my animals, my husband.
Okay, can you feel the joy in your heart when you think about all those things?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want you to feel about money.
Oh, I understand.
Start doing some of that, and then call me back and we'll go to the next steps.
Okay.
There's also some wonderful information on several webinars on my website, webinars that we've done around money and finances, okay? If you are so inclined to listen to some of those. All right, sweetheart?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Be well.
Thank you so much. Bye, thank you.
Okay, Miss Eileen in New York, you're on.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, been better.
Okay, well, let's.
But I'm resonating with everything you're saying, and I think what's happening with me is on the physical, but it's not entirely on the physical. I've had a lot of physical issues, one after the other, but I see the pattern. And all
physical issues are caused by energy confliction first.
Right. And
so,
I think some of it is just, I mean, the energy right now is bouncing us all around, and
unless we're very conscious, yes, that's true.
Yeah, and
because you see, we have to remember that we're in charge of our own energy. So, I mean,
right.
How we choose to react is part of our creation process.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, I do.
So they're giving me the word fear. What are you in fear of? And it started 6 months ago, around 6 months ago. So.
Okay. Well, there were a lot of family passings, people I was very close to.
Uh-huh.
And I guess it brought up some fear about my own mortality.
Absolutely. And so you're creating a lot of physical stuff so that you can ask yourself, really, is this what you want, Eileen?
Obviously not.
Well, then I would get really clear about feeling good and happy and get all of yourself on board with being happy to live out the rest of your life in health.
Okay.
Because that's what the physical things are going, hello, knock, knock, look here. You were so focused, and understandably so, but you became so focused on mortality and death instead of joyful life that your body said, well, okay, if that's where your focus is going, I'll follow. Because the energy doesn't judge. You see, there's no right or wrong. Again, they're giving me confession. There's no reason anybody has to go to confession. But confession played an important part in allowing people to go, okay, I'm free. I don't have to redeem myself anymore. I can start loving myself again. And that's what they are asking all of us to do today, and that's a big part of you bringing your body and everything back into the balance of the highest words they're giving me for you is joyful life. Can you feel into that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that particular death 6 months ago was very shocking, and it was on my birthday. And it really just threw me in another direction. And I'm slowly but surely pulling myself back.
Yes. And again, around our perspective, they're saying to you, can you go back to that day and change your perspective to, wow, this was a gift for me to get clear about how I want to look at joyful life?
I can.
Yeah. You grabbed a perspective of fear that day, which you can go back and change by changing the moment right now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's necessary for you to integrate all of you toward joyful life so that you can keep your heart open.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Anything else? We're going any other questions? Nope. Wow. I truly got that one too. So, yippee. Thank you for bringing that in. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jeannie, I want to hear you're better. Are you?
I am.
Good. Yeah, and you see that the caller that just called kind of dovetailed right into your call about, I believe the last time we talked, it was about your your mother and her history of always being sick and everything, right?
Well,
Am I correct?
No, she was not sick. She was a worrywart.
She was worrying about being sick.
She was worrying about everything.
Yeah. Okay.
You name it, she worried about it.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't help her.
She couldn't help her.
Right. But when she was ill, it was very difficult to try and break through that.
Yeah. Okay.
And Eileen, I know and adore.
So you're not going that way anymore, right?
No, I will not. I am not.
Okay. So which way are you going then? What's your focus on?
Into joy and life.
Yeah. And happy health.
No question.
Happy health.
Definitely.
Not a struggle for health. Not trying to be healthy. Not worrying about being healthy. Not waiting for the other shoe to drop around health. But happy health.
Definitely.
Okay. Good.
Thank you for checking.
You bet.
I love you.
I love you too, baby cakes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Miss Susan.
I knew you were coming to me next.
Well, you were there and then you were gone and now you're back. So good.
Well, I don't know. That's weird. That's really weird. I just knew you were coming to me next. It's interesting. Well, with me, I have a dear friend staying with me that I'm helping recover. She's going to stay with me for a little while, and she's helping me with my garden, which is wonderful. We're making this beautiful garden in my backyard, so that yes, it's going to be a beautiful space where she's helping me to open the area up because it's so overgrown with plants. And so she's unable to do anything because she just had a hysterectomy and she can't do anything, and I won't allow her. And
so what are we getting to?
I think I'm just working basically on also healing my own body, and
all right.
I'm
so
drawing.
Let's get clear, guys. If we're working on healing our body, we're healing our energy first.
Right.
Okay. So according to what the first of the show was about, where are you still in judgment of yourself, Susan? Give me a movie.
I don't. I'm getting the word Jeepers Creepers. I don't know why.
Okay.
It just came out.
Jeepers Creepers, they want to just take the title, not really the song. And Jeepers Creepers is like, the creepy crawlers and unrest. That's the highest word, unrest. So where are you in unrest in your life or in yourself is the higher question. Because it's working with your heart not being open.
Allowing others in?
Well, yes.
Relationships?
Yes. And we're not going to allow others in if we don't accept ourselves, are we? Because we're judging ourselves going, and oftentimes, guys, what our mind does is it goes, well, I can't let them in because they're fill in the blank. When it's really, I can't let them in because I don't feel worthy, or I've done all these things, or in past relationships okay? So they want you to look at that, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
So in looking back in past relationships, where are you still holding some guilt and unrest about yourself? Is it becoming more clear to you now?
No.
Okay, sheets. Give me another movie.
Gone with the Wind.
Okay. So the very first line they gave me is, tomorrow is another day. You're judging yourself for having put off for so long loving yourself, being happy, being healthy, getting your money in order. Why did I wait so long? When I say it that way, can you get in touch with that part?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can I. I bet everybody in this call can get in touch with, why do I keep doing this? Why can't I do this? Why have I done this for so long? And again, they're screaming Abraham Hicks to me, this thing that I'm listening to. And Abraham keeps saying, guys, you just work so hard. You work so hard trying to be happy. That's an oxymoron. Just be happy. Just choose happy. You don't have to have anybody else to work through. You don't have to have anybody to do it for you. You don't have to read another book. You don't have to do anything but choose to just be happy and live in love. Why do you think you have to work so hard? And part of that dovetails right into why we're not integrating all of ourselves around self-love and self-acceptance so that we can keep our heart open. Because if we have the belief, and most of us do, that we still have to work real hard to get to where we think we're trying to get to, then we are never there. We never live in the moment of the joy and happiness of being there. Do you understand?
Yes, I think I do.
In other words,
that means no.
Whatever crap you think you've done or experienced in your life, it's over. It's done with. It's gone. The boogeyman isn't there anymore. You're forgiven. Move on. What moment do you want to live in right now? And the garden is a perfect metaphor for moving that space. Grow ourselves new. Plant ourselves new. Just because I'm 67 years old doesn't mean that every moment isn't new and I get to choose to be young.
I understand.
Or healthy. Or financially more stable. Right?
I understand, yes.
Okay, good. So they would like us all to balance this, claiming the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, the golden light. In this moment, I am born now into the joyful happiness and realization of how magnificent I am, always have been, just been hanging out, exploring different kinds of energy. And now I know I want the happy energy. I want the happy charge. I am the happy charge. And so it is. Great.
I love that. That's good.
Yeah.
I am the happy charge.
Yeah, I like that too.
There's a lot of things that I'm excited about doing.
Well, good.
You know.
That's a long way for you, Susan. A long way you've come to be able to make that statement. Which, by the way, last week they gave somebody, I am the butterfly. Well, I've used it all week.
I wanted to call in. I called in last week because I kept getting cut off, and I wanted to share the book, The Flowers. What was the book that I wanted to share? I think did I email you about that?
Nope, you didn't email me about that one.
Hope with the Flowers is called.
Hope?
It's with the butterfly, and it's about two caterpillars. It's wonderful. Hope for the Flowers. It's a yellow book with a big butterfly.
Flowers. Okay,
Hope
guys.
For the Flowers.
I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. Hope with the Flowers. Great.
Hope for, not with. Hope for the flowers.
Hope for the flowers. Oh, beautiful, because you're spreading the pollen. Yeah, well, that's what we are. We're Hope for the Flowers. So, I would suggest to you, unless you're terribly strong right now, do not listen to the news in a verbal or virtual way. If you want the news, go read about it on the internet where you don't get all the vibrations and the drama and all that stuff. And if there's something that pushes your buttons, that's where you get to heal within yourself to bring your integration back into an open heart. Okay,
I have the book right here. Dee, wait a minute. Trina Paulus is the author of Hope for the Flowers.
Can you spell the last name?
Paulus.
Paulus. Okay. But I'm sure if you go on Amazon, and click on it, it'll come up. Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
All righty. We are going to Kathy in Seattle. Hi, honey. You're on.
Hi, Dee. Great to hear your voice again. And, okay, everything that was talked about so far applies. I can relate to.
What a surprise.
Yeah. So basically, all the questions that I had have kind of been addressed. And I think a lot of it is still, for me, about the self-judgment and
for all of us,
questioning worthiness. It keeps getting thrown in my face, even though I'm claiming and directing.
Well, it's thrown in your face so that you can see, oh, that's what it's about. That's the way the world works. Once you create an intention, the world is going to conspire to show you directly what it's about. So how does it get thrown in your face, Kathy?
A lot around family.
Okay,
family
so where's
issues,
your guilt around family? What are you guilty of?
I don't feel
self-appointed, by the way.
Yeah, I don't see it as guilt. I don't think it's guilt per se.
Well, that's the word they're giving me. What do you wish you'd done more of for your family?
Stood up for myself.
What?
Stand up for myself.
Okay. So you're feeling, guilty and pissed off. Those are the words.
Oh, yeah.
Pissed
Absolutely.
off that you have not stood up for yourself in the past. Okay. So that's like saying, all right, I've lived in this house for a while. Now the rooms are too small. I'm going to move. So move into standing up for yourself now. But don't judge yourself for all the years you didn't, because that's where the contrast on the physical plane comes. There's yin, there's yang. I see this isn't what I want anymore. Right. I mean, it worked for me to learn some stuff, and now it ain't working anymore, so now I'm going to choose this. But you see, we think we have to go through years of, why did I do that? And replay all the things that we did and how they took advantage of us and how we let them take advantage of us, and blah, 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 instead of just going, okay, that's not what I want anymore. This is what I want, and get on living it. That doesn't it doesn't take too long, but it takes a choice.
Right, and it takes.
So are you going to choose now to honor yourself and accept yourself in every way so that you can stand up for what you want, listen to yourself first, honor yourself first now?
Yes, I choose to honor myself first.
Okay. So you want to keep your heart open about that and be conscious that, my heart's open around choosing to put myself first now and to allow that to feel good.
Yeah.
That's what you want, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you don't have to go back 1 second before in your life to do that. You know what you want to do. Now you have to do it. So the next time when you feel that pull within yourself and that fight within yourself, you just go, that's just the old habit and the new me duking it out, and the new me is where I'm going.
Okay.
You got
now,
it?
That brings up the thing about the child aspect of it. Because I had a conversation with my little girl one time. Okay, enough already.
Good.
We just need to move on. So let's move on. And then it got better. And then all of a sudden, little things started happening again. So I guess I just need to say, okay, knock it off. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a process of retraining the I'm going to put me first muscle.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and if you don't keep working a muscle, it doesn't develop, right?
Right, okay.
Okay, so it's just the universe and you as the universe going, oh, I see, I got to get back to the gym with that, put me first muscle. That's
right,
it.
okay. Yeah, that's good.
Not to whip yourself or judge yourself or be disappointed with yourself, you know?
That's it. You hit it on the nail right there. That's perfect.
Okay.
Thank
good.
you so much.
Because that's just a part of your altered ego holding you in the same place.
Yeah. Okay. That was it. Thank you so much.
All right, baby cake.
Love you.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Wow, that was good. Okay, Chris in Chattanooga, what's up?
Hey, Dee. Thanks for taking my call. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to hear from you, sweetheart.
It's great to hear from you, too. It's been a while since I've been on the show.
It has. So that's good. That means life's going good for you. That's good.
But I've been listening. So, you know, anyway, couple of reasons why I'm calling. The first one is I kind of got myself in a debacle. With this, basically I was going to sign up for like a business retreat with this coaching outfit. And basically, you know, I decided after the fact, within a few days, like, I don't need to do this. This is not what I need right now.
Okay, so the pendulum just went to no. So why did you really, let's get to the bottom of why you backed out on it, Chris, because this is not integrated energy. You see, your initial instinct was, oh, I want to do this. This is going to give me something. And then you decided, oh, I don't think so. So what part of you is fighting the other part?
But I had already done the same thing already, which basically I'm going to be doing the same thing that I've done before.
I get a no on that. That's what your mind is telling you. That's what your altered ego is telling you. So let's get to the bottom of why you really are questioning yourself. And that is the biggest place where you are not integrated. You question yourself all the time, Chris, and then because you question yourself, your heart closes down and you can't live in clarity. So the highest question I was going to say was, why do you question yourself? But no, they're saying, why did you decide to back out of this question that's going to give us our lead-in sheets? Book. Give me a song. Chris, give me a song.
Well, I don't know if this is the name of a song or not, but the words that came in was, oh, poor me.
Okay. Well, they're going to take that. So now that you have that clue in, go back to your thought processes around deciding that you didn't need to take this course after all. What did those thought processes have to do with oh, poor me, or your old story?
Well, the thought process is why am I spending the money on this? I don't really need to spend the money on this right now.
Okay. And yet the initial reaction was, wow, I want to do this. So I don't need to spend the money, again, is representative of what the core thing is, and now we're going to a core belief. So hang on. This page here. Well, I'm scared to death to go is the core belief, and to go stands for I'm scared to death to go into my full power, to be as big as I can be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. So that hit a chord, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's where you have to give up the past definition of Chris has never been as big as he wants to be. And oh, poor me, I don't know why I can't get there, because you can't get there because you've defined yourself as somebody who can't. Do you
but
understand?
I can get there. I can get there, and I want to get there.
The point is that you have to already be there to get there. It's the struggle that keeps us from getting there. They're hammering this into our heads again. So as long as there's a part of Chris that's not integrated into I'm already there, your heart opened up when you signed up for this thing, and then it closed back up because you went, oh, well, I never get there, and I'm doing something that's going to help me get there. But I never get there, so I guess I should back out.
Yeah.
Did you follow that?
Yeah, I totally got that whole thing.
Okay. So what to do? I'm already there. I'm joyfully diving into anything and everything that's going to allow me to live the experience that I'm there, that I've made it, that I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Because basically what I'm going through right now is I'm ready to really shift gears with my career and how I create income. And I'm really just
Chris,
ready to just let go of the old things that I don't enjoy doing, and I just don't want to do anymore.
I love you, and you know how much I love you. I've been hearing you say this for 2 years.
Right.
So my question to you is just, when are you going to do it? You keep talking about it, and that's what I teach in so many of our webinars, that the metaphor about going through the door. Well, there's the door. Oh, maybe I'm too old to go through the door. I don't know what's on the other side of the door. Maybe I shouldn't spend my money going through that door. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too young. Maybe I'm never going to be able to channel, and that's the door I want to go through. And we keep doing that, some of us, for an entire incarnation.
Well, I definitely don't want to do that for an entire incarnation.
Well, I don't think you've wanted to do it for 2 years. And everybody on this call, I'm talking to all of us. So what do we keep saying we want to do instead of just doing? And we're doing that because of some kind of self-judgment that's not allowing all of us to integrate and commit toward what we want. So, they're flashing Nikes, just do it. Just do it. Don't make it so hard. Just realize when the resistance comes up and do it anyway. So are you telling me now that you're trying to get out of this and they don't want to give you your money back?
Well, yeah, that's basically what's happening.
Okay. According to the channel says go ahead and do it. If you want that answer. You knew you wanted to do it. It's going to enlarge your experience that you're there. Trust yourself. I was waiting. Thank you. I was waiting because I could feel there was another part coming in. So, guys, how much of us, and they're talking to anybody that's ever going to hear this show, where do you need more self-trust?
Well, trust your inner knowing.
Yes, I trust I can do it. I trust I am doing it.
I trust
I am successful. I trust I am happy. I trust I am healthy because I'm creating it that way. And then I take action. I trust myself to take the action that I am excited about taking. That's why you called. That's what you called to bring in, Chris. Trust that initial, that's that's why buyer's remorse is so prevalent in our world, because we get a divine idea of something that's going to make us happy, and then we go, oh, but I haven't ever been happy, and I have to struggle to be happy, and I have to work to be happy, so I'm going to move away from that divine idea, and I won't give it to me, so I can struggle some more. But that's not what we want to do anymore. We want to know we're already living the joyful freedom we want, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so we are. We're not working toward it, we just are. And there's nothing else, Chris. Okay, dude?
Okay, well, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Thank you for bringing that in. That was just another piece of what we were working on today. These calls on Sunday are becoming like, mini webinars. It's pretty cool. And I love you all for participating. Yes, we are. We are a powerful community. I love you, darling. Tell Vicki.
All right. Thank you so much.
You bet. Bye-bye.
We love you too. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Lynn, what's going on?
Hey.
Are you
Hi.
there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Oh my gosh, so much great stuff. Okay, here, first of all, we have been working on flourishing and getting the hit from flourishing instead of struggling.
Yeah.
So there's a huge shift that happened with that. And then also, I'm enough. So I went back and I listened to the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks of Sunday calls and hearing myself and kind of getting in touch with that and doing the Marilyn Janae stuff, continuing with that.
Good.
So I was asked to be a part of a security team for a family coming in from out of the country. And my principal that I'm watching over is a 14-year-old girl. And it's for 2 months, and I would make more money in those 2 months than I would in a full year at my job, at my night job. So I said yes, and so it's been great. There's been one instance where she flipped out a little bit for having to have security, and so she was like, I don't want anyone. But then I was literally like let go and brought back within about a half hour because everyone else rallied for me, like in the family, in the house. So when that happened, I was like, okay, there's something else next. Like, so I don't think I got sucked down into anything. I think I just kind of let it happen, and then it kind of worked itself out.
That's true. Lynn, they want you to know that this was a mini play out of what you've been doing with your life so far.
Exactly.
So I create everything. I've got what I want. Oh, I fuck it up. Something happens. And then I have to work to get it back.
Okay.
And how that's changing. So you don't even need a half an hour hiccup anymore. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's the old story. Hold on. Sheets, book. Hold on. Give me a movie.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I think it was Benji, about that dog.
Okay, well, Benji's all about survival.
Oh.
He had he went across the whole country trying to get back to his family, I think. So you don't have to struggle anymore to get back to, those are the highest words, the easy life. Now, you haven't necessarily had the easy life in this incarnation, but you have had it, and your cells remember it. And this, again, they're saying goes for everybody. We have all lived the cushy life where we've just been happy and everything's been easy. We've had that experience.
Mm-hmm.
So we came in sometime or many times and had the cushy experiences. We go, okay, maybe this time I'll go back and I'll have the not-so-cushy struggling experience. But I think we all know if we had to choose and integrate ourselves toward one or the other, we'd choose the cushy, easy life, knowing now from living the struggle out again that we can do some really positive, amazing, incredibly powerful things while we're living a cushy, easy life.
Yes, I agree with that. And in the midst of this, I got a call from an executive producer that I hadn't talked to in a year and a half, who wants me to host this show, and it won't take a lot of time, and it's done here in LA. And the show I'm working on, my co-producer and I, things are moving forward with that. So it feels like everything is going in the right direction.
Yes. And when you're happy and when you're free and when you like who you are, all more and more and more and more things open up to you.
Yay.
Okay? Now, the trick with that is that most of us are waiting for the producers to call first so we can go, oh, now I feel good about myself. Now I know things are happening, so I can feel better. And they're going, if you just flip and feel better anyway, those things would happen.
Yes. Abraham Hicks, yes. And I've been listening to a lot of that, too.
Well, it's not just Abraham. It's everything that we've taught forever.
Yes.
You know, look at a red dot and feel love. If you hate sitting at a red light, then sit there and send that red dot love. And the time will go, you know, the light will go to green, and that's a great metaphor. I've sat here in love, sending love to this red light, this red dot, so I can send love anywhere in my world, and then it turns green and everything goes and everything flows. It's a great metaphor.
Yeah, it is.
And so they want you to really know that you've created this, Lynn.
Okay, great.
And you've created it by holding yourself in self-acceptance and self-love.
Thank you.
So yippee,
Thank you.
because it's been a journey.
Yippee yahoo.
Yeah, really, woohoo, yippee, yahoo, giddy up, and just keep doing it, baby. Okay?
Thank you.
All
Love
right,
you.
honey. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I mean, you know, guys, if anybody can do it, if Lynn can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody. I'm going to try and get one more in. Catherine, you got to talk fast.
Hi, Dee. Thank you.
Hi, babe.
Excellent call. And with the judgment part that you talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Still feel I'm judging myself with finances and my physical weight. But I have to say that go ahead.
Yes.
That very first thing you said about changing the perspective, go back to the day, that just put me over the top. I just broke down immediately. I don't recall a day, but I know that it resonated with me tremendously.
Yes, and it was with your mom, and you were around 3 years old, which is why it's hard for you to recall it. So what happened around 3 years old where Catherine, the words I'm being given are shamed her body? You know, swear to God, ask, is your mother still alive?
No, she's not. She's passed.
Okay. This is so bizarre, but this is how small it can be, guys. It was about toilet training.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you have any stories about whether that was difficult for you?
I think maybe embarrassment.
Yes. Okay.
I think my father came in or something, and while she was doing it, she called him in, Joey, look, you know.
Yeah.
She's going to the bathroom.
Okay. Now I'm going to connect something else. Of course, we'd have to get this at the end of the show. When he came in, take a deep breath and just focus here for a minute, please. You were sexually embarrassed.
Yeah.
And does that resonate with you at all?
Well, it doesn't resonate at that moment, but I always felt the sexual thing with my father, even though I never felt he touched me.
That's
ever.
what your weight's all about.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Now, your challenge here is not to judge yourself for one iota for carrying that all the time. Okay? A lot of young girls, most young girls actually, feel sexual feelings with their father. It's just a part of growing up. It's natural. But you've been judging yourself for it, and, well, I'll just keep the weight on so I'm safe. You know, that went over into other guys, other men, right?
Yeah.
Can you just accept yourself in all your glory for the weight you're at and not judge you anymore?
Yes, I'll do that.
Yeah, because, you see, then you'll want to work with your body because you love it. Instead of judge it, I hate you, that's not going to get you very far into the body that you want. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know we're over a little bit, but I've got to connect this. What was the other thing? Money. Okay. This dovetails into money, and they want to give you a core belief, and I'm going to have to do this really fast. Here. God betrays me or I betray me. Okay, that's the ending of the show that we had to get to. Whenever we're in self-judgment, we are betraying ourselves, which means we are the God of us, betraying our own magnificence and beauty and power. Self-judgment is self-betrayal. Self-betrayal is equal to God betrayal because we are the gods of ourselves on this plane. It's also a betrayal to the one energy because the one energy never judges, ever judges who we are. It accepts us unconditionally in divine love. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Bless you.
So much for bringing that in. All right, my friends, I love you so much. Love yourselves as much as I love you, and you're going to be there. Until we meet again, love yourselves more, because you know that's what it's all about.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.